welcome to Three Crusaders. Bex Luther and I live in two different cities, but somehow we are both under the weather at the exact same time.
We got each other sick digitally.
Yes.
Or maybe this movie got us sick.
Yeah, who knows, right? Okay, we're talking about Catwoman today. Before we even jump into it, I actually had never seen this movie because at the time it came out, the superhero movies of the mid-2000s were so bad that me, world's biggest comic fan, I just stopped seeing them. After the onslaught of Daredevil, Punisher, whatever else there was, Elektra, all that garbage, I just stopped. You, however, Bex Luthor, you had seen this film.
I did, and my mother should not have let me watch it when it came out, because it was 2004? Right. 2004.
Yep.
Yeah, and I was 12.
Yeah, I mean, it's not terribly, what is it rated? I don't even know, but it wasn't like overly violent. There was some questionable things in it.
There's a lot of questionable things in it, like the whole movie.
Okay, so first of all, we should mention this has a reputation of being one of the worst films ever made, right?
Yeah.
And so that's one of the reasons that I never bothered to see it. But to be on, go ahead.
Because why would you? Why would you want to see a movie that's bad?
Right. But I don't know if I'm going to shock you today, Becca, but...
Oh, no.
I'm not going to say I liked it, but I'm going to say it's actually not nearly as bad. Like, let's put it this way. There's things about it that are horrible, but there's other things that are about it that are actually okay. And I'll get to that in a minute. But what is your overall impression of this film?
Bad. Worse than I remember.
Really? Okay.
Well, because I haven't seen this in like 10 years. So last time I saw it, I was in high school or whatever. And 16-year-old Rebecca is a very different person than 33-year-old Rebecca. 16-year-old Rebecca was like, ooh, Halle Berry, she's so pretty. And now I'm like, oh my God. I can't believe this got made. I can't believe we don't get to see the Batgirl movie, but we had to see this.
This is a good point. Okay, so why don't I start by... Okay, I'm going to tell you what I was surprised by, okay?
Yeah, I want to know what made this not the worst hour and 45 minutes of your life.
Well, okay, first of all, I will admit there are... Okay, I'll talk about the bad things. There are some...
The whole everything.
Wait. Okay, no, you know what? Okay. Should I save the best for last? Should I save the good stuff for later?
Well, So I have one positive for this movie, and it's the makeup is 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Everything else is hot garbage.
Okay, I think this movie, it's funny I said video because this movie seems like a music video. It is directed by a one-word director named Pitoff.
Who has done nothing else.
Nothing, no. And this movie is directed exactly like a music video where every shot lasts 0.5 seconds. But not only that, it's not just fast. There's a way that they do music videos where it's like every shot has a movement. So the person's head comes up, then the next person turns, then this person does this. And there's a lot of aggravating scenes in this movie. But for example, when the detective comes into the office, and then remember Halle Berry's friend is boy crazy because this hot guy's there, and she's looking over the edge. Remember that part?
Yeah, Lois Griffin.
Of the cubicle. It's almost like that scene. I know what they're doing. It could have worked if they just had a nice wide shot, or maybe 2 close-ups. But it's like cut, and it destroys any resemblance of reality. It feels like they're shoving these jokes down your throat, and it's not even like they're good to begin with, but it's like they're taking this mediocre joke and trying to hit you over the head with all these shots to make it good, but it just makes it worse. So I think that is the worst thing about the movie is it's the shooting, the guy knows how to shoot, but the editing ruins it. It's obnoxiously bad.
Part of me thinks, watching this movie again, I'm like, have they ever seen a movie before?
Right, right.
This almost looks like a bad TV show, but also worse than that. The whole city is CG for some reason.
I
Everything
know.
is CG for some reason. The cat is CG, except when he's not, for some reason.
Well, and the thing is even Catwoman, she becomes CG in almost every action scene when she's climbing on walls, and
And
it's
you don't
so
show her
aggravating.
face. Just have a stunt, like, you don't
I
have a stunt
know,
person. You can have somebody climbing on a wall. There's like
right,
the first scene where she gets her Catwoman powers and she jumps on like the balcony, and that's fully CG. And I'm like, just that's like some basic rope work
right,
to get her to
right.
jump a little higher.
Well, you know what's funny? You know who this kind of reminds me of is our buddy Zack Snyder, because Zack Snyder, he knows how to frame a shot. Like I've always said, he should be a cinematographer, not a director. And this guy knows how to frame a shot. So he knows how to film things, but the script is like very, very, cliche and mediocre. But the way he shoots it makes it seems like he's trying to make it more exciting than it is, but it's not. It's really stupid. And to be fair, I actually think to be honest, the plot of this movie might hold together better than even something like Daredevil. I don't think the plot is terrible. I just think that some of the characters, are so one-dimensional. There's don't get me wrong. There's a lot of things I hated about this movie, but there's other things about it that I actually thought were confident, I guess you'd say. It's like this guy knew what kind of movie he wanted to make. Not saying it was good, but it's like I feel like he's like a more confident director than say Bryan Singer.
Well, I mean, that's not hard. Um, but why Catwoman? Like he could have just make your like you didn't want to make a Catwoman movie. You just wanted to make a movie. So why did you do this?
That's it.
I'm as someone who's 100% down for Selena Kyle, ride or die. Like she's one of my number one all-time favorite like comic book characters. It breaks my heart
Right, right, right.
that this is what they did to her.
Well, I always, by doing Tape Crusaders, I was shocked, not shocked, but I was kind of reminded that Batman and Robin with Arnold Schwarzenegger and George Clooney came out only 2 years before X-Men. And the contrast is night and day, right? You have this
Mm-hmm.
trashy, glitzy, stupid movie, and then followed by a serious drama movie that kind of changed the direction of superhero movies. And I feel like then superhero movies hit this nadir again with Daredevil and Elektra, and then this. This is only 1 year before Batman Begins. Can you believe the contrast? Like I don't know what Warner Brothers was thinking. How could they have thought this was a good movie?
Well, clearly we didn't. We weren't in the like. People say that like the superhero boom started with the MCU, but it really started with Batman Begins because that was when people were like, "Oh, we can make a franchise out of this. We
Well,
can build a universe."
to be honest, I mean, I think if you want to go back further, it was like Blade, then X-Men, then Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man was the
Yes,
phenomenon.
Spider-Man was its own thing, but like this modern era of, I would call the Spider-Man trilogies more of like the early 2000s. It was the best that we could get at that time. And then Batman Begins was like, oh, we're gonna turn these into billion-dollar blockbusters, and
And
everyone's gonna see it, and everyone's gonna care about it.
the only thing I have to refute though is that Spider-Man actually made more money than Batman Begins.
Oh, good for Spider-Man, you
Yeah.
know?
So I just think I know what you mean, but it's like every one of these movies kind of nudged things like to give Iron Man credit, it nudged us more into like shared universes for
Mhm.
sure, and also a new kind of humor because that kind of humor wasn't really in superhero movies at the time, right? Like that MCU humor.
Yeah, and definitely not in this one.
No,
Um,
okay.
the jokes. The jokes are just she makes a cat noise. She
Okay,
hissed at a dog. It's
can we
funny.
can we talk can we talk about Halle Berry? I have never ever liked Halle Berry.
I'm sure she's a lovely person, but oh my god, have I hated her from a comic book fan perspective.
Right.
I'm sure she's fantastic and it's I'm never gonna blame her for this, and I'm not gonna blame her for Storm either. That's not her fault. She tried her best. Um,
Okay, are you gonna blame
oh,
well, are you gonna blame her for she was also Jinx in Die Another Day, the James Bond film, and she wasn't great.
yeah, I didn't see that.
Um, okay, one movie
She
she
was
was
in the
good in
Flintstones, and I really
was
liked her in the Flintstones.
as Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
That was her character. Um, okay, I'll give her credit. She was good in a movie called Monsters Ball with Heath Ledger. That was good. But other than that,
Didn't
I
she win an Oscar this year? The year that Catwoman came out?
maybe.
Because I'm pretty sure I remember her going to the Razzies like for this movie and holding her Oscar
Oh,
with
in the
her.
same year, or maybe it could have been, but it could have also been for Monsters Ball. Yeah, you can look. I'm looking up Monsters Ball, but you can look up her award.
Yeah, Halle Berry. Do 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 do.
But while you're doing that, I'll just say I'm just not really convinced she's a good actress. I'm sorry.
Me
And
either.
and in this film, look, you know what? Okay, if this movie had Michelle Pfeiffer or Zoe Kravitz or any good actress, I think they might have been able to pull this off. But whether it's what's this director's name? Pitoff, whatever. Whether it's Pitoff directing her or her own acting, she does not work as Catwoman at all. At all. She's
Yeah.
not funny, not sexy, not street smart, not nothing.
Yeah, I don't know who this character is. It's definitely not Catwoman, but also it's not anything. She's like two halves of one person. Like she's
Mhm.
got like two personalities. She's very meek and quiet, and then she dies and becomes Catwoman, and then she turns into like this like overly sexy weirdo freak.
And it's actually funny because this plot is similar to Tim Burton's Batman Returns. She dies and is resurrected. There's a little bit of mysticism, right? So there's some
Yeah,
connection there. But as far
because
as
this was supposed to be a Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman movie.
right,
Law at some point in its
right,
poor history.
I
But
just okay. So obviously it should have been Selena Kyle. Okay. What are her powers in this film?
Cat,
She 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 can okay. She can fit her bones through prison bars. Okay, fine.
sure.
She can hear things better. Okay, but then like
Jumping. She's good at
jumping,
jumping.
she kind of like she purrs. Oh,
Is that a superpower? Or is that just a weird
I don't know
fetish?
what it is.
Um, yeah, she purrs, she hisses at dogs, she likes catnip and milk. She orders a milk at the bar. Don't forget, she ordered milk. She ordered a white Russian, but
I
with none of the
completely
other
forgot
things
about
in
that.
it.
Right.
Yeah, I will never. Um, she has claws, or no, I think she makes those out of a diamond necklace she stole because Catwoman steals jewels, and that's the only thing that they decided to go with from the source
No.
material is that she was a jewel thief.
And that scene when she confronts the two guys, and
Oh,
it's one of the worst scenes in the movie. It's terrible.
what's crazy is that outfit she's wearing is not terrible. The like black leather pants, the little domino mask, and the leather jacket. It's 2004 and it's all right for 2004. I hate her hair. No,
Are you describing the actual Catwoman costume?
no. The one she has in that when she's stealing the jewelry.
Okay, because I was gonna say yeah. Okay,
Because she's like not in the
right.
costume yet. She's in
Okay,
just like
okay.
a sexy leather outfit.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't remember it, but that was yeah.
Her hair's bad. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes, it is.
Like her hair is so much better before, but her hair is terrible. But that outfit's fine.
Hmm.
And then we ruin it.
I really think okay. Her mask looks idiotic.
It's so tall
I know.
because she has to shove all that hair in there.
Is that why?
I have no idea.
No, they could put a skull cap on. Yeah, that's just a poor design. The fact that she's going around fighting crime in basically a bathing suit is idiotic.
Well,
And
it's It's the worst superhero costume of all time in live action, I think.
It could be. I think you're
I
right.
can't think of a worse one off the top of my head. As far as like aesthetics, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look sexy. It looks uncomfortable. It's very impractical. She has the tiniest little kitten heels, open-toed shoes, ripped like her pants are shredded for some reason.
Right.
And
also,
her gloves are like big and bulk. None of it works.
And also, when Michelle Pfeiffer was Catwoman, she was obviously walking sexy, but when Halle Berry struts like she's on a runway, it looks embarrassing because it's just done in this way that it doesn't fit anything. It's idiotic.
It's so awkward, and it's like the least sexy thing you can imagine.
Right.
And Michelle Pfeiffer does it so effortlessly. She just puts on this costume, has the whip, and like it's such a different. Every Catwoman actually, besides Halle Berry, you have Anne Hathaway's Catwoman, you have Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman. They're all sexy,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't have to do any of the things that are going on in this movie.
Right.
It's like the definition of cringe. Like watching this, I'm like, I'm like embarrassed for her.
I think the only thing that was this cringeworthy in, for example, Daredevil was when they were on the teeter-totter.
Oh.
That was really bad.
When they were having the fight dance at the park.
Yes, that was embarrassing. That was cringy.
In this one, they have the fight basketball game with children.
Oh God, that was. Oh God. That was
Why?
bad. I know.
Why basketball? It's just like, it's so weird.
Sorry, Halle Berry was terrible. Anyway, okay. So
you just have to pause for a moment.
Yeah.
And remember the basketball scene.
God, it was bad. Yeah, it was embarrassing.
Give it a moment of silence.
But here's the thing, and this is why I do blame Halle Berry, because let's look at the other actors. Benjamin Bratt was actually fine. Don't you think so?
Who does he play?
He's the detective.
Oh, Tom Alone, or whatever his name is. Tom,
Whatever.
I'm so alone and sad.
I thought his acting was fine. There was nothing bad about it. Did you think so?
It's very flat.
Maybe.
And then you have this cartoon character acting against you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably difficult to do anything other than go, just try your best.
Read your lines, yeah. I'm just saying he didn't stand out. Like, I think his acting would have been the same no matter who directed him. So I think.
Yeah, he's fine. He's not. There is a lot of cringeworthy lines that he says in this movie, but again, I'm sure he didn't write, so we'll give him that.
Right. Yeah.
It's not his fault that the movie decided to do lip print analysis to determine if this lip print matches this lip print.
Yeah.
He did the best with what he could with that. I probably would have laughed the whole time, so kudos for him for holding it in.
Right. He took his job seriously, right?
I don't know how.
I'm sure he must have known it was a piece of crap when he was making it. I assume.
He was probably like, how much are you paying me? How many days am I on set? 4? 4 days for the whole movie? Oh, sure. Sounds fantastic, actually. I'm so down.
Right.
I get to kiss Halle Berry? Okay. Sounds great. Good for me. Yeah, he's such a nothing burger of a boyfriend. But like, of course he is, though, because you can't pair. I don't know. It's like, how do you pair a guy with Catwoman? You make him Batman.
Well,
make him interesting. But this guy is so like nothing. He's just a cop. That's boring.
I mean, I guess they could have given him more of a personality. Yeah, he's very underdeveloped. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a nice guy, and I just haven't met the right girl, and I'm so handsome, and I saved your life, and I work with underprivileged children, or whatever he was doing at that school. I don't know. It's just he's just like forgotten.
Uh-huh.
He's like
Forgettable.
he's like how the girlfriend is in most movies, which I guess is a funny twist, but I'm not gonna call this movie at all feminist.
No, no, no. Okay, speaking of feminism, what did you think of the friend, Frances Conroy?
She's also the only other good thing in the movie.
I mean, I've never seen her before. I've never seen any of her other shows or movies, I don't
Uh,
think.
Sally, the girl who
No.
plays Sally.
Oh, wait a minute. No, is she
Yeah,
the friend?
no,
Oh, no,
it's
no, no.
Alex Borstein is the friend,
Right. Frances Conroy is like
the cat lady.
the cat lady. Okay, so sorry.
I
The
forgot about the cat lady.
she wasn't great.
The mystical, magical cat lady that lives in a house full of cats, and her
Hmm.
cats have lived for centuries or whatever the plot of this movie was. Um, but yeah, no, the friend. We'll talk about the friend.
Okay, so sorry. The friend is Alex
Yes,
Borstein.
yes,
Wait a minute.
and
She's the voice of Lois on Family Guy.
yes, she is Lois Griffin.
Wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
So good
So
for
she
her.
obviously, yeah, she knows how to do comedy, obviously.
Yeah, I think she does. She's done a ton of like sketch comedy and stuff too. I'm pretty sure,
Okay.
and things like that. She's too good for this movie.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
In the weirdest way, like I hate the writing, but she's like you can tell that she's better than it.
Better than the
She's
material, right?
yeah, so like any actual time in this movie where the joke was like not the worst thing in the world, it was probably improv by her.
I agree. Yeah, you're probably right.
Like and then when she ends up with the doctor at the end, that's funny. And I'm gonna like give her credit for that too. I'm sure she was like asked for that to be in the
I
in the
mean,
movie.
it gives her a little, a little subplot wrap up. That's cool. A little
Yeah, it gives
ties
the
in a
friend
bow.
character something
Right.
other than just
Um,
talking about boys the whole movie. But
I know, like, what a one-note character, right?
it's like
Just,
hubba, everyone's so handsome. Ew.
hmm hmm Okay, and then Lampert Wilson as the guy who runs the company. He's okay. Apparently, he couldn't speak a word of English.
Oh, really?
He's a French actor, so they had to feed him his lines phonetically, I
Well,
think.
he's in The Matrix, right? That guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like what I know him
Mhm.
from. Um, he's fine.
Yeah, he's
They try to
fine.
like shoehorn him in as like the villain, and then they're like, in a twist ending, it's
Mhm.
not him. And I'm like, yeah, you have the girl in all of the scenes.
I
I knew
know.
it wasn't him.
Hmm.
You filmed it so that I knew it wasn't him.
Uh-huh.
But then you like do this twist reveal at the end, and I'm like, no. I know. I was watching the movie.
Well, speaking of the girl in those scenes, Sharon Stone.
Poor Sharon Stone. Oh my god.
I've never liked her acting to begin with, and
Okay.
I thought she was terrible in this film. What did you
Well,
think?
what else was gonna happen?
Hmm.
I don't dislike her. She's fine in my books. I think she's a nice person. Not
I'm
that I've
sure she's
personally met
nice.
her,
Right.
but she didn't deserve this.
No. But I mean, she put her heart into it. You could tell she was probably enjoying it, I
She
think,
was
right?
trying, and I think she
Yeah.
could make a really interesting comic book villain if given the chance to do that and not
Hmm.
whatever this was. I'm evil.
Hmm.
Doesn't really work as a premise. And like they were trying to set her character up that like, oh, her husband's cheating on her. She's not 20 anymore. She's getting replaced by a younger blah blah blah. And then she just shoots people. She just starts shooting people.
Well,
And I'm
that's
like,
the
oh,
thing.
okay.
Yeah, like I see what they're going for, and I at least appreciate what they're trying to do, but the script was not good. And then if you look at what these guys wrote, Terminator 3, Terminator 4, both bad. They did apparently write the game by David Fincher, which was really good, but they're probably just working Hollywood writers that, I mean, I guess it was also rewritten by a guy named John Rogers, who wrote for the TV series Jackie Chan Adventures.
Hey, that's
I
a
love,
great show.
okay,
Do
don't get
not
me wrong.
even.
I love Jackie Chan, but um,
You should watch
yeah.
that show. That was a good show. Jackie Chan
Okay.
Adventures. It's
Okay.
so good.
I didn't know it was a cartoon. Anyway, um, this movie was a cartoon. It was $100 million episode of a cartoon.
I'm just baffled when they're like, okay, so we're making a Catwoman movie. Who's the bad guy? Makeup lady.
I know.
Sure, okay. Makeup lady. All right, yeah. It's a girl, and she'll have to fight a girl. So we'll make it about makeup. Is that like has Catwoman ever? No, don't worry about that's not important. Don't read. She's never had her own ongoing running series for decades at this point. So don't take anything from that. Yeah. So well, what did she do? Oh, she's an ad exec. Because it's 2004.
I mean, at least if she was then revealed to have her own powers or her own something, but she's just a makeup lady.
Well, the makeup gave her superpowers.
Well, but all it did was it gave her the makeup screwed up people's faces, but it didn't do anything for her, did it?
No, so the idea was that she kept using the makeup and it turned her skin into marble, so she could take a punch. That's why she wasn't getting hurt by Catwoman.
Yes, I remember her saying that. Okay,
And then they were gonna just sell this cream on the market to everybody.
Okay.
Even though if you use it forever, you get superpowers, but if you stop using it, you turn into a gross mushroom monster man.
What a master plan, eh? What an evil master plan.
Yeah, I guess. What if you stop producing it? It's a product. It goes out of style. I'm not gonna start trying to logic this movie because I will never, ever, ever stop. But so much of this movie pisses me off. Just like they make her like such a meek little whatever, and they're like, oh, so what's the opposite of that? Just the horniest person you've ever met.
Right.
In like the grossest way. The friend is fine. The guy is fine. The music is so bad. The outfit is so bad.
I forgot about the music. The music was obnoxious too. I hated it. I really did.
Like every time there was a new scene, it would start a new song, but it wasn't a real song. It was like just some oohs and ahs. Like background music for a modeling shoot which was really on the nose.
But I don't know. Even like remember when she hears the party and then she goes in and she beats up that guy, all that stuff.
See, that was fine because the song that they were listening to was a real song at the party. It was a Hoobastank song that my partner pointed out and was really psyched about that. And I was like, don't get excited about anything else in this movie. That one Hoobastank song is all you get. Yeah, and then she breaks down the door and then she takes the soda machine thing and whips it and she's like, a whip. I'll use a whip now. All right.
I know. What about when she's on like that ledge and then she falls and turns CGI midway through and like lands on her feet? There's a bunch
her
of
lands
like
a cat like this.
Right.
Because she when she first gets her cat powers, she comes back home and instead of they pan to the bed and the bed's empty and they pan up and she's sleeping on a shelf because she's a cat now.
It's supposed to be so funny.
Whose thought was it that they were gonna just make her a literal cat?
I know.
Like when she rubs the catnip all over her. That was
cringy.
That's awful. That's not a good. I will say, love you cats in this movie.
Yeah, for sure.
I hope they were treated respectfully.
I'm sure they were.
A lot of CGI cats in this movie. But never doing anything that a real cat couldn't do. Yeah,
that's a great point. I remember thinking that. Why didn't they just get a real cat to stand there and go like this, right?
Like, get a real cat to open its mouth on camera.
I know, right?
Like, it's so weird, the scenes that the cat is CG and is not. Like, when she's in the jail cell, it's a real cat going through jail bars and jumping down. And I'm like, oh. The cat does do things. And then when she's dying, it's a CG cat breathing on her. And I'm just like, what? And then I'm like, is this like a Brie Larson thing where like she's allergic to cats? So like they CG'd the cat, but she's holding the cat in so many scenes. I just
It's
why?
well, it's like it's that weird era of CGI where they purposely CGI'd as much as they could. It was almost like that was the default, you know?
But it didn't look good then, and it doesn't look good
No.
now. And they had the cat already.
Uh-huh.
That's what blows my mind. Like if you don't have the cat, sure. But they had so many cats.
Hmm.
Just a baffling amount of cats, like different cats, because they're all different colors. So I knew they were all different cats.
Uh-huh.
So like the one thing about this movie is that she is a cat woman, and they can't even do that. They can't even give me a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Put her in leather straps. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm not so angry about it.
So is there anything okay,
No.
okay, this has an 8% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Is there anything about this movie other than the friend and a couple other things that you think is good? Anything?
No. This is the worst comic book movie of all time.
You think so?
I know so.
What
Because I've
about
seen all of the bad ones.
what about Captain America with that we watched where he throws up, pretends to
That
throw up?
was boring.
Okay.
Oh no, the one where he pretends to throw up, the 90s one?
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun. We had a fun time watching that.
Okay.
I
but
remember enjoying sitting there and being like, haha, that's dumb.
I'll tell you right now though, I actually that movie makes me more angry than Catwoman does.
Well, maybe you just like Captain America the same way that I like Catwoman.
Maybe.
Maybe it, at a fundamental level, upsets you.
Well, that's part of it, but I actually think this movie is more entertaining, but it's also more in your face, so it's more obnoxious. Like there's more to hate in this movie, whereas Captain America is more boring.
I think for me, my biggest point of this movie that pisses me off the most about it is we did not get a female-led superhero movie until Wonder Woman.
You're right. And
After this.
This movie, well, there was Elektra.
When did Elektra come out?
I think like the next year or the same year. But this was the biggest female-led superhero movie until Wonder Woman came out, but I don't know what the other ones were. What were they?
Yeah, it was this, and yeah, Elektra came out the year after.
Okay.
So we had this, and we had Elektra. And then for the next 20 years, every time anyone was trying to make a superhero movie that had a girl in it, they'd point to these and go, they don't work.
Mm-hmm.
And it would, in the deepest pits of my soul, it was so harmful to me as like a young girl growing up, loving comic books, loving female comic book characters, being compared to this constantly. And Elektra's probably, I think I like Elektra better just because it's not as offensive to me because I'm not as attached to the character of Elektra. But Elektra's definitely more boring than this, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's a slap in the face. It was upsetting to me when I first saw it. It's still upsetting to me now. And we had, like, then we didn't have anything until Wonder Woman.
Yep, I know.
Because of this.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then what did we have after Wonder Woman? We got Captain Marvel.
Marvels, which is a sequel, and
yeah, that was good.
Black Widow was okay.
Yep.
That's it, right?
Wonder Woman 2.
Yeah, which bombed.
Yeah, it also wasn't good. I don't know how you. I don't know how you ruin. So yeah, maybe it is women.
No, stop.
Maybe these characters are just bad, and we shouldn't be making movies out of them because clearly there's no desire for female-driven plot superhero characters. Like they don't sell comics at all. They don't sell books. Right? They don't sell cartoons. They don't sell in any other way. So I don't have 800 issues of Catwoman and Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn and Captain Marvel It just makes me mad. And there's not a lot of movies that we've watched on this podcast that have pissed me off
Mm-hmm.
in what they've done to me personally. And this movie has hurt me personally. Because I would be like, I like Catwoman, and then people would say Halle Berry, and I'd go, you go fuck yourself.
Exactly. Well, and that's kind of how I felt in the 90s. You know, me growing up loving comics, and all the movies that came out except Batman were shit. Like Punisher was shit, Captain America was shit, Power Pack was shit. And it's hard to convince people to give comics a chance when every version they see of it is garbage, right?
Because you know the stories are good.
Right.
They're timeless. Some of them are some of the best like stories ever written are in comics, I would argue. And then this is what the Hollywood did to us. I think they should have never made superhero movies. Honestly, never. We should have stuck to animated films and that's it.
Well, I'm not going to go that far, obviously. But there was a lot of shitty movies that should not have been made. I'll agree with you there.
Well,
And also, I think the main problem was that up until, as we discussed, up until a certain point, Hollywood just treated superhero movies like straight-to-video horror sequels. Like, you know, Hellraiser 7 and Punisher, like they treated it with the same level of respect. So if they want to spit out another Child's Play sequel, it's the same low budget and the same low level of talent that they would use for a superhero movie. I think up until, like we talked about those benchmarks, like a little bit Blade, a little bit X-Men, Spider-Man, Batman Begins, and now even with Batman Begins, now you have Christopher Nolan, you have an A-list filmmaker working on them, and that changed things again. So
what just blows my mind is just the why. Why was this made? Why was this given to somebody who doesn't give a shit about the character? Like, why bother at all?
I agree. And why spend $100 million on this piece of shit, right?
Yeah, like at no point in pre-production did we go, oh, you know what? We don't actually have anything here. Scrap it.
Right. Whereas now, 5 years ago, if this came out, they would have scrapped it and they would have deleted the movie.
From
right?
every possible, they would have erased the actors' memories of ever being in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It just depresses me because it's 2004, the internet was young, I was seeing better, like, comic book fan movies on, like, random forums on the internet.
Right.
Made by people like me who gave a shit. And maybe they weren't great filmmakers or they didn't have a high budget, but they actually, at least they, like, cared.
Uh-huh.
And
well,
then,
I mean,
just make your own movie then. Don't use my characters. These are mine. You can't, and you're ruining them.
well, yeah, and that's how I felt even with, say, Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. I felt like, well, I've read good Batman comics, like Batman Year One and The Killing Joke and whatever. How can you just get it so wrong? It wasn't until Batman Begins and Dark Knight that I finally went, no, yeah, this is what I've been waiting for 25, 30 years, you know? I don't know how it took them so long to figure that out.
Well, it was the people who were reading comics, grew up, and now make movies.
Yeah, that's probably it.
So, and then I guess before it was just weirdos, and nobody's reading comics. So they were like, "Who cares? Just make a Catwoman movie. Nobody gives a shit." But now it's like, oh, people actually care about these characters and these properties, and they mean things to people. Maybe we should put some effort into it. Or make your own fucking movie with your own stupid cat people. Sorry, I hate this movie.
On that note, we're going to turn things around for you next week, Bex Luthor, because next week we're going to review Kraven the Hunter.
Yay!
I haven't even seen it yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, it's not this.
Okay. All right. I'm looking forward to it.
You know, though, if I never have to watch Catwoman again, I will never watch it again. But I will rewatch Kraven so that I can review it with you. And I look forward to seeing your opinion.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to it too. Seriously, I'm
shouldn't.
really excited. All right.
I wouldn't
Woo!
be.
Hope it's as good as Madam Web. Anyway, okay, so you can find all our episodes on YouTube or comicbooksyndicate.com. We're reviewing every superhero movie ever made. Also, watch Laser Brains if you can, and UK Corral. And I want to thank Bex Luthor for joining me again, even though you're sick and I'm also sick.
You're not welcome. This was... I'll take COVID over watching Catwoman again. Just...
Okay, I'll do what I can.
Please.
All right. Okay, until next time. See you later. Bye.
Bye.